look at these morose motherfuckers right here. Smells like somebody shit in their cereal. Bung. That was good.
All right, so you all voted for it, and let's talk about some Ben Affleck recent quotes about him not wanting to be on big IPs anymore and leaving the Batman role. Something we've known for a long time. It's the only reason he's doing the Flash movie as a kind of send-off to the character. But apparently Matt Damon was a big influence on him not doing Batman anymore.
Matt Damon.
Because he was speaking with Matt Damon on some Entertainment Weekly feature. He says that he talked to Matt Damon about it, and he was the principal influence on him leaving the Batman role. So, if you're going to blame anybody, blame Matt Damon.
Matt Damon!
But, I think it's a good decision. Ben Affleck is leaving the Batman role. Here's some other quote he said about it. This is Ben Affleck talking now. I had a really nadir experience, I don't know how to say that word, around Justice League for a lot of different reasons. Not blaming anybody. There's a lot of things that happened. But really what it was is that I wasn't happy. I didn't like being there. I didn't think it was interesting. And then some really shitty things, awful things happened. But that's when I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And of course, we all know about the onset problems that Justice League had. But I think it's really big of Ben Affleck not to throw anybody under the bus. He never really name drops many people. He's entirely a professional. And, I think I mentioned this in an older video, but Ben Affleck, if he wanted to be Batman, he would be Batman. He's got that much pull. He could easily, get a Batman movie made, probably. The reason, his Batman movie fell through, and the reason he no longer wants to be Batman is because his personal life fell apart while making these movies. Like, he was on a roll. He was making some great films. Everything was going great for him. He got an opportunity to be Batman. He took that opportunity. And then everything in his personal life fell apart. He fell off the wagon, started drinking a lot again. And I bet a lot of it had to do with the stresses of being Batman and working on these movies. And he said something else about being Batman. He said, I'm happy to be sad Batman, which is hilarious. I'm happy to be Dunkin' Donuts and the memes, I understand. But if it's about my kids, I gotta draw a line. That was another quote from Ben Affleck. Saying that the memes weren't really getting to him. He found some amusement out of them. Which, take him by his word, I guess. But I'm sure, him being the butt of every joke for like the last, 3-4 years was not helping the situation, right? So thank you, Internet, for that.
What the fuck is the internet?
The internet is a communications tool used the world over where people can come together to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another.
But yeah, this is pretty standard stuff. These quotes came out like almost a week ago now. Just getting around to talking about them. But yeah, what do people want? They want Ben Affleck to come back and be Batman, even though he had a miserable experience being Batman the whole time. Everything went wrong in his personal life. You think, he's just going to come back and do that role because, some fans put up a hashtag or something. Because another thing from this Entertainment Weekly article is that, him and Matt Damon, they're talking about how much fun they had on Ridley Scott's The Last Duel. How Ben Affleck had so much fun being a villain and reminded him about why he had so much fun in movies in the first place, And he wants to do those type of films, not big IPs and stuff. There was also another great quote from Ben Affleck talking about movie theaters and the movie theater experience. And how, I've been telling you guys for a while how movie theaters are dying. And they're going to become like a niche thing that you do as like a luxury thing. The days of having those small theaters with the cheap seats, those days are numbered. Those theaters are going to go bye-bye soon. And Ben Affleck had this to say about movies and theaters. I think movies and theaters are going to become more expensive, eventized. They're going to be mostly about, I'm so into MCU, I can't wait to see what happens next. There'll be 40 movies a year, theatrically. All IPs, sequels, animated. Pretty dead on, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck knows a lot about the entertainment biz. You could actually look up clips of him talking about, the streaming wars, like back in like 2011 or something like that. Like 10 or 11, talking about how streaming's going to be taking over everything. He's got his finger on the pulse of what's happening with the entertainment biz. And he's dead right, That's all movies and theaters are going to be. There's going to be big IPs and sequels. The event films, tickets are going to go up probably because the theaters are going to get more luxurious. They're going to get, bigger seats, better food, stuff like that, stuff to entice people to get into the theater. But yeah, another thing I couldn't agree more with Ben Affleck. Because unless you're a big IP, your movie's not going to be making a ton of money at the box office. That's why box office really doesn't matter. What matters is like selling that movie to other like streaming platforms and stuff like that. Coming from Ben Affleck's mouth himself, seeing the future, of course, seeing where everything's going, and there's no way that's going to change. I mean, it's just like, it's too convenient. Streaming's way too convenient. You know, it's just too much of a hassle to get in your car, to go to the theater, to buy popcorn. It's just like, why do that when I could just stay at home? Maybe with a significant someone and watch a movie and while doing whatever you want, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's it for now. Those are Ben Affleck's comments. He doesn't want to be Batman anymore. Stop asking him to make a fucking Batman movie. All right, if you have any respect for a fellow human being, right? You stop asking them to do something they don't want to do. But anyway, that's it for now. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
I, for one, will be boycotting this movie. Who's with me? Then there's like 50 more posts of people who are joining Spartacus here's boycott.
I'm gonna kill all these fucks.
But Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Word, bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
What's up now?